Justice with Judge Maybelline will be life because in everything we do, it involves the law. Where's your witness?
In the evidence.
That's hearsay.
It's notarized.
I still say it's hearsay.
She's fair.
You're gonna help these young men learn how to do this the right way.
Yes, Your Honor.
She's firm.
Can I say something, Your Honor?
No, I don't need to say anything else.
She's honest.
I'm not your child and I'm not your friend. That's the order of the court. Goodbye.
This is Justice with Judge Maybelline.
All rise. Both parties, raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
I do.
Court is now in session with the Honorable Judge Maybelline presiding.
Thank you, Will. You may be seated. This is the matter of Shelley Cooper versus Chance Riggins. Ms. Cooper, you're suing him for $800 for a vinyl records collection, right?
Yes, Judge. I'm here because my ex-boyfriend has possession of 10 records that I purchased while we were together. And I've already asked him nicely, and so I want my money back.
So tell me from the beginning, he is your boyfriend?
Ex-boyfriend.
Ex-boyfriend?
Thankfully.
How long were you together as girlfriend and boyfriend?
We were together for 2 years.
Okay. And how did you get to these vinyl records?
So I met him at a wine tasting one day. I was with my girlfriends, we were hanging out, and I saw him across the room. I approached him.
Woo,
went across.
He's being thirsty.
What?
All right, now, we're not gonna have this cross-talking, Mr. Riggins. I'm gonna give you a chance to say what you have to say.
All right.
But you've had a lot of time to talk to her. And you've had a lot of time to talk to him outside of court. So obviously you're talking to each other didn't work too well. So now you're talking to me and me only, okay?
Right.
So then why did you guys break up?
I'll be honest.
You haven't been honest before? Is that what you're telling me?
No.
Now you're going to get honest?
You know
Is
what?
that what she said?
What better time than now, right?
You heard her,
Thank
right?
you, Judge.
I was there.
I
She
didn't
said,
mean
now
that.
get honest.
I didn't mean that.
Oh, okay, get honest. Let me see if you say anything differently.
One day, he was a little asleep, and I know that he has, fingerprint on his phone. So, as I should, I wanted to make sure that I was in good hands. So, I put his thumb on the...
Okay, pause. This is where the case gets emotionally spicy, but legally. It's mostly a side quest. The phone thumbprint move. That's a relationship, red flag, the size of a billboard. But in court, the judge is going to treat it like context. Not the core issue, because we're not here to decide who cheated. We're here to decide who owns the vinyl. Still, it matters because it explains motive. She's not asking for the records back because she suddenly became a vinyl enthusiast. She's asking because she's hurt, and she doesn't want him enjoying anything she contributed to. That emotional fuel can make a claim feel fair, but fairness isn't the same as legal entitlement. And notice how the judge is already testing credibility when someone admits to crossing a boundary like snooping. The court starts watching their story for exaggerations. So the big question is, can she prove these records were never meant to be permanent gifts? Or did she unknowingly gift her way into an $800 loss?
Finger, and I saw some interesting text messages.
You were that asleep that she could take your thumb and put it on your phone and open it?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. You know how to put him to sleep.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, what'd you find out?
So I saw that he was, chatting with a specific lady, his ex. And I've already asked him multiple times about her. He says it's over. But I think what happened is, we have our ups and downs, so maybe he went back over there.
So even though you were checking through that phone, you didn't see anything that was suspicious other than the fact that he was chatting with his ex?
Yeah, I didn't see no new pictures or nothing like that. So I feel like the coast was clear, but he was definitely crossing boundaries, and I checked him on it. And I asked him nicely, hey, stop communicating with her, and we'll see.
Did he stop?
No.
Okay. Mr. Riggins, what do you have to say about all of this?
Your Honor, all I have to say is that I have evidence here that says the collection was for me, that she added to it. She mentioned some things about texting my ex-girlfriend, but I'm just a very kind person, you know? That's the same reason she fell in love with me. Is the same reason why, you know, I try to share my energy with other people that might need it.
You don't need to be sharing your energy with nobody.
I'm going to make the same statement to you. You're talking to me, not him. You've had your time to talk to each other. Go on.
So my ex-girlfriend at the time, she was just going through some things and she needed somebody to be there for her. And we ended up very cordial, you know? So I wanted to be that good friend just because sometimes that's what somebody needs, you know, a arm to cry on, you know, somebody to talk to. So it's very innocent. That did lead to the demise of the relationship, unfortunately. I really did care. I did want it to work. And I always try to be appreciative of the vinyl records that she added to the collection. And I always said thank you. And I assumed.
Right there, did you catch it? He just planted the strongest defense in the cleanest sentence. I assumed they were gifts. In property disputes, courts obsess over what a reasonable person would believe based on the behavior and language used at the time. If she's saying stuff like, I have a surprise for you, I'm at the record store, do you want anything? That sounds like gift behavior, not I'm purchasing assets we will later divide if we break up. And judges love patterns. Valentine's Day gifts, Christmas gifts, good girlfriend purchases, those are classic gift markers. So unless she has a message that clearly says these are mine, I'm letting you borrow them, she's in trouble. Also, his kind person explanation about texting the ex is trying to win sympathy, but it can backfire because it paints him as someone who blurs boundaries and then claims innocence. That's a credibility gamble. Audience question. If your partner buys something for us, do you hear shared property, or do you hear gift with extra words?
That they were gifts.
Because you knew he liked vinyl records.
Yes. I noticed that he liked vinyl records very early in our relationship.
Okay. Well, when did you start buying these records together?
So, listening to music around him was terrible. It was always some old rickety record. Like, it just wasn't, like, setting the mood for me. So I decided, hey, you know, I noticed that he liked vinyls. And I was like, okay, let me try to be a good girlfriend. Let me do something nice for him for once. And for Valentine's Day, I got him a record. But I noticed that he wasn't appreciative, so I kind of laid back. And then the next time I bought him I bought us some, I bought us some for Christmas.
Then you bought us some records for
Yes.
Christmas. How many did you
She
buy
bought me
us
records.
for Christmas? Okay, you slipping.
Sorry about that, Judge.
So at Christmas time, how many did you buy?
I bought 4.
And how many did you buy at Valentine's Day?
2.
Coming up on Justice with Judge Maybelline.
What kind of things was he saying on social media?
Well, just commenting other girls' pictures, liking scantily clad ladies, you know, the usual from that type of man.
I don't know.
And later,
I had her dog. I didn't want to watch him, but
So if you tell me you didn't want to watch him, but you said yes, that leads me to conclude that you let him get on down.
that is not the case, Your Honor.
You better hurry up and tell me something else.
if you'll be in the Los Angeles area and want to bring your case to court, call 1-888-552-6878. You're watching Justice with Judge Maybelline. We're back with the case of Shelley Cooper, who is suing Chance Riggins for property loss.
What'd you buy Valentine's Day?
I bought him, I think it was like piano kind of music, like classical.
Classical?
Yeah.
Okay. So what happened in the relationship?
About a year in, I noticed he was just really like flirty. And so I've been hearing rumors. I was, you know, checking my social media and I noticed that he was kind of a little bit too friendly on social media. And so I asked
Like
him
what?
about it. And I was like, hey, what's going on? Like, I just wanted to know if he was still into me, if he really wanted to be with me, because I'm buying us things, planning for our future.
Were you living together?
No, we live separately.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what kind of things was he saying on social media?
Well, just commenting other girls' pictures, liking, you know, scantily clad ladies, you know, the usual from that type of man.
I don't
And
know.
so I asked him nicely, I said, are you sure you're still interested in me? And then I found out that he was trying to talk to one of my girls, my ex, well, she's not my friend anymore, but he was trying to talk to her behind my back.
Well, was she talking to him?
Probably so.
So it seems like she was talking to him behind your back as well, right?
I mean, but he was involved. I can't blame her. She's a beautiful girl. You know, I don't hang out with ugly girls.
You can't blame him either. You said he was a handsome man. He was a nice catch for you. He's a nice catch for her.
But he with me. What else do he need?
But you blame him, but not her.
No,
because
he
she's
can't
your
mess with
friend and she's talking to your friend.
All he needs is right here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see. So now you guys are broken up.
Yeah, we're broken up.
And
It's
so
over.
now that you've broken up, you want the vinyl records back.
I want my money back. I purchased these for us. I'm not gonna let him use those vinyl records with nobody else, and I want my money back. You know,
Well,
I
the
want
first
those.
two you purchased for him as a Valentine's gift.
I guess.
That's what you said.
I did.
When you weren't being honest at that point, so I don't know if that part was the truth or not.
Thank you, Judge.
But that was a gift. That's what you said. And why did you assume they were gifts?
So she would tell me, I have a surprise for you. She would also say, I'm at the record store. Oh, are you interested in anything? And so I just assumed that they were gifts, right? I didn't think that she wanted to keep them. She never asked for them until after the relationship.
Okay, let me see. You said she had something else you had in writing you wanted to show me.
The evidence that I had?
Yes.
Yeah.
What you want to show me?
So that's the evidence there claiming that the collection was for me. She mentioned that she was at the record store looking to add to it. So then I assumed that the whole collection was for me, not just two.
Okay, at the record
Assumption.
store looking to add to your collection.
And she
And
tried to
then
later
your
on.
response was, Shelly, you're so good to me. And then she says, I know.
Your Honor, that Y was a typo.
And
that was
she
not
tried to
supposed
claim
be.
that
It
the
was
Y
a
was
typo when you said-
Why it was supposed to disappear and it's supposed to be O
She said it
U
was a
R,
typo.
not your hour.
Oh.
You know how those phones are these days? They automatically write things.
That
you
is
know,
not
that's
true.
what I'm going. You know, yeah.
The evidence is there, Judge.
Who was into the vinyl records collection?
Me. I started the collection. So my father had passed away. He passed them on to me, unfortunately. My uncle passed away. He passed me some. And then from that point on, I thought I'd continue, the
Is that
tradition.
these old 78 LPs?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
you talking my era.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ask him what he got me for Christmas,
What'd you
Your
get her
Honor.
for Christmas?
A nice designer bag.
No, you
know,
didn't.
I
You
would
can't
take-
even afford designer.
I would take her out to lunch as well.
He would take me to the fast food restaurant
No.
down
What
the
did he get you
street,
for
Your
Christmas?
She's
Honor.
just mad. She's just mad.
He got me a bouquet of roses, a card, and he bought I think he got me some shoes from Payless or
I
something
treated
like
you
that.
real good, and you know it.
But all I'm saying is, I never asked for the stuff that I purchased him back.
These were the issues we were having.
But
She
that's
just
the
wasn't
point. So
being
why are you
honest.
asking for these vinyl records back?
Oh, you're right about that.
See, you just put your foot in your own mouth. I never asked for the stuff I paid for him back. So why are you asking for stuff back?
Because it was for him. It's for us. I said for him.
She got caught.
This is the courtroom equivalent of stepping on a rake. The judge is doing something smart here. She's not letting the case stay emotional. She's forcing the plaintiff to define ownership clearly. And the plaintiff keeps sliding between for him, for us, and mine. That inconsistency is deadly. Because if you truly believed the records were yours, you would have taken them when you packed your stuff. The judge is building a timeline argument. You left them behind because you didn't treat them like your property at the time. And legally, that's persuasive actions can show intent more powerfully than words, said later. Also, the which. One's means something to you, question is a trap. If she says all of them, it sounds exaggerated. An exaggeration makes judges doubt the whole claim. The judge doesn't need her to be perfect. She needs her to be consistent. And right. Now, the story is wobbling. Viewer check. Do you think she's genuinely trying to recover property? Or trying to punish him after the breakup?
I said it was for him.
Thank you, Judge.
You got caught again. Now, which one of those records really means something to you?
All of them.
Stop lying.
I want them all back.
Just because you know that's something that he's passionate about, and that's what he does.
I just want.
Okay, but didn't you all buy a lot of stuff during the relationship? I can imagine that during the relationship, you exchanged gifts a lot
2 years,
among
Judge.
yourselves.
2 years.
For 2 years?
Yeah. And I never once asked for anything back. Let me make that clear.
I gave it back. I left the things that he got me that I didn't want anything to do with. I left it on his front porch. I didn't want it anymore. But I want.
But that was your choice.
I want to listen to vinyl records too.
So you were packing up your stuff and leaving some that you didn't want, and you left the vinyl records. Why didn't you get some of those when you were packing up?
Well, I don't know why.
I do. Because you didn't consider them yours. And you didn't want them. Because you packed up the stuff that was yours and left the stuff that you didn't want. And the vinyl records were among the things that you left, which equals I don't want. Judgment for the defendant.
Thank you, Judge.
All rise.
Judge Maybelline has ruled in favor of the defendant.
And that verdict makes sense under classic gift logic. Once something is given as a gift, it's not refindable just because feelings expired. The judge essentially treated the vinyl as part of the relationship's gift economy, things exchanged over 2 years, not a formal investment agreement. This is why the judge kept hammering, you didn't live together. You left the records when you moved your stuff, and your own words kept revealing for him. From a legal standpoint, the plaintiff didn't prove ownership strongly enough. And the defendant's gift assumption was supported by how the purchases were framed. Now, does that mean he was a great boyfriend? That's a different court. Small claims doesn't punish character. It decides property. So emotionally, some viewers will hate this outcome. Legally, it's clean. And now, the episode flips into a totally different type of liability case, one that's about negligence, responsibility, and what happens when an accident meets bad judgment.
The plaintiff's claim has been denied.
I personally feel like the judge made a great decision. I can't wait to listen to these records.
I feel like the judge was wrong. I feel like I should have got some of my money back, if not all of it.
Coming up,
I accidentally kicked my dog Sylvester because I couldn't see because I had the virtual reality headset on, and I didn't mean to. It was horrible. I'm so sad.
you're watching Justice with Judge Maybelline.
In the matter of Sharon Kramer versus Maurice Penn, you were suing him for $1,500, a cost incurred for injuries to your dog.
Yes, Your Honor.
And the defendant is saying that you caused the injury to your dog, and therefore he shouldn't have to pay. So let me hear from you, Ms. Kramer, and then I'll hear from Mr. Penn.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. Maurice, the defendant, and I are both English teachers at a private school in Georgetown. And we were on a retreat before school started for all the teachers. They got us a nice cabin out in Virginia. We went to the woods to do activities and kind of bond with each other. And I brought my dog along, which was totally approved by the school and the whole retreat runners. And we were playing a game on the second night with a virtual reality headset. And the defendant, Maurice, was supposed to be holding my dog, taking care of him, and instead he lost control or something, but I accidentally kicked my dog Sylvester because I couldn't see because I had the virtual reality headset on, and I didn't mean to. It was horrible. I'm so sad.
All right, let me hear your side, Mr. Penn.
So we were all sitting around like the plaintiff mentioned.
Case 2 is a whole new legal lane. This isn't about gifts, this is about fault. She's suing for $1,500 in vet bills for a fractured femur. And the key legal concept here is basically negligence. Did the defendant have a duty to reasonably control the dog? Did he breach that duty? And did that breach cause the injury? But there's also a big issue of shared responsibility. Because she chose to put on a VR headset, meaning she knowingly limited her ability to avoid kicking anything near her. Courts often ask, what was foreseeable? If you're about to swing your arms and legs while blindfolded in a party game, it's foreseeable something or someone could get hit. So the judge is going to drill into, why was the dog anywhere near the dance zone? And if the defendant didn't want to hold the dog, why did he agree? This is the kind of case where the judge's tone shifts from sympathy to let's talk about choices. Audience question. If you can't see, who should be responsible for keeping hazards out of your range? You or the person you asked for help?
Watching people go up turn after turn and play this dancing game on this virtual reality headset. Now, not expecting her to dance like she's having a seizure, she was kicking and punching and all these little things, and I had her dog, Sylvester, on my lap. I didn't want to watch him, but...
So if you tell me you didn't want to watch him, but you said yes, that leads me to conclude that you let him get on down.
That is not the case, Your Honor.
You better hurry up and tell me something else.
So I had him on my lap. As soon as she started kicking and punching and doing her weird dance moves, her dog got excited, thinking that she was in danger, I'm assuming.
Now you know what the dog was thinking, huh?
No.
Coming up,
You can't hold on to things all the time. You're a teacher. What are you teaching your students?
I just know he doesn't like animals.
Then why the hell did you let him hold your dog?
you're watching Justice with Judge Maybelline. We're back with the case of Sharon Kramer, who is suing Maurice Penn for veterinary expenses.
Where did you kick the dog?
Well, I guess his hip, like, I couldn't see, but he yelped. He was like, "Arr!" And then it was a horrible noise and laying on the ground. And he has a fractured femur.
And it cost $1,500?
I had to go to the emergency vet, 24-hour vet.
And why do you blame him?
He was supposed to be taking care of my dog.
Taking care of? Mm-hmm. You were just dancing.
Right. Well, because I knew I wouldn't be able to see, my dog's like my son. I never let him out of my sight, obviously. But at this moment, to put the virtual reality headset on, I had to not see him. So
You asked him to hold the dog.
Well, he was already sitting in his lap. So I said,
Okay.
Maurice, you're good, right? You're watching Sylvester, you good? And he said, yeah. So I put the set on, left hand out, right leg kick, and that's when I hit Sylvester.
And you blame him.
Well, I feel like he should have been holding my dog.
I tried to grab him. When I tried to grab him, he snarled at me. I don't know why he was being aggressive with me, but I tried to grab him, but I don't want
So
to
he
get
just
bit.
jumped out of your lap.
Yes.
So it's not like you had him in a bear hug.
No, I did not want to squeeze the dog, no.
He was just sitting on your lap.
Correct.
The dog probably was wondering what's happening to my mama.
That's why.
Maybe, but now I'm starting to question everything because we have had some beef in the past. And I'm starting to think that maybe someone put the dog right into I made a perimeter and suddenly Sylvester's right in the way of my
Well,
kick.
it seems to me, now that you're thinking, that if you had a beef in the past, that perhaps you should have thought before you told him to hold the dog.
Yes, but
So it sounds like to me that you made a judgment call too, and it was a bad judgment call.
Judge Maybelline's verdict when Justice with Judge Maybelline returns. You're watching Justice with Judge Maybelline.
There was a risk that you assumed. Do you go to work without the dog?
yes, he has to stay at home
Okay, so why you couldn't stay home for the retreat?
because dogs can't stay all night by
Okay, so why you
themselves.
couldn't put him in a kennel?
Because I don't make that much money.
And
That's
why you couldn't
I
ask
work here.
somebody to keep him?
I don't have
Who
anybody.
keeps him when you're at home
Me.
and go to work?
Nobody. He has water and food for
Okay.
6 to 8 hours.
And you don't have any neighbors, any friends, no one else you could have asked to keep that dog for the weekend?
No, this is the first time I've gone out with any of this
Oh,
group
well, you better
because of
try to
that.
figure it out if you're going to own a dog. It's just like having a baby. You better figure out how you're going to do when you got things to do. You say it's just like
If
your
someone-
baby.
if someone
When
let
we
my
have
baby-
babies and we have children and we leave them with other people, sometimes they jump out of people's laps. Sometimes they get down and start running and walking. And sometimes they get away from you. It's life. You can't hold on to things forever all the time. Cut it out. You're a teacher. What are you teaching your students?
I just know he doesn't like animals.
Then why the hell did you let him hold your dog?
He was already in his lap.
Then why didn't you take your dog out of his lap? If you knew here's a man that don't like...
So here's what we just watched. 2 cases, 2 lessons, same judge, 0 patience for messy logic. In the vinyl dispute, the plaintiff wanted $800 back for records she bought during the relationship, but the court treated those purchases as gifts, especially because of how they were framed Valentine's. Christmas, surprise for you, and the fact that she left the records behind when packing up. The ruling, judgment for the defendant, claim denied. because she didn't prove continued ownership or a clear agreement that the items stayed hers. In the dog injury case, the plaintiff sought $1,500 for vet bills after accidentally kicking her dog while using a VR headset. But the judge focused on assumed risk and poor planning if you can't see and you're about to kick around. You don't put a small dog in the danger zone and then blame someone else for not controlling every variable. Again, judgment for the defendant, claim denied, with the judge basically saying responsibility includes preparation. Now I want to hear from you, were these rulings fair, or did the judge go too hard? If you found this case as shocking as we did, make sure to hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns.